Hi, thanks for tuning in to Sidewalks Entertainment. I'm your host, Lori Rosales. So we have a fantastic show lined up for you guys today. Today's guests, or at least one of them, you've seen in Lost, Deadwood, Sons of Anarchy, and he's also been in The Town, Man on a Ledge, Argo, Transformers, Age of Extinction, but I know most of you will know him for his role as Harry Bosch in the series Bosch. And joining him is the New York Times best-selling author who inspired the show Bosch. Michael Connelly and Titus Welliver will be joining us right here on Sidewalks Entertainment. So don't change that channel because you're watching Sidewalks Entertainment. I'd like to welcome Titus Welliver and Michael Connelly to Sidewalks Entertainment. Hi, thank you so much for joining us.
Morning.
Glad to be here.
So Titus, we've seen you in Lost, Deadwood, Sons of Anarchy, and of course Bosch, but we've also seen you in The Town, Man on a Ledge, Argo, Transformers, Age of Extinction. How did you start your career as an actor, and what inspired you to go into acting?
What inspired me was self-destructive and irresponsible aspects of my personality, I suppose. No, that's a joke. I grew up, both of my parents were artists, but they were also cinephiles, so I spent a lot of time in movie theaters or being taken to movie theaters to see retrospectives from John Ford to Akira Kurosawa. And so I had a steady diet of film. But I originally was trained to be a fine artist, a painter. But I had done some theater work in high school, and I just more or less sort of woke up one day and decided that painting wasn't what I wanted to do, but I wanted to act, and so I went headlong into that, and it was a long and arduous process, and but I wouldn't want to do anything else. Nothing gives me more joy and pleasure.
And Michael, you are a New York Times bestselling author. You've sold over 74 million copies of your books and wrote the novels that inspired the Bosch TV series. Tell me how you started a career as an author and what inspired you to write your books.
I was actually inspired by a movie I saw called The Long Goodbye back in the 70s with Elliot Gould as Raymond Chandler's Philip Marlowe character, and that led me to the books, and reading the books led me to say, hey, I want to try to do this someday. And I went in, so I was very specifically wanted to write crime novels, and so I went into journalism and covered cops in Florida where I grew up, and then in Los Angeles, and it was kind of like a period of 10, 12 years of research, if you will, and then I started writing my novels with that kind of knowledge I had picked up from being on the cop beat.
So the detective drama series, Bosch Legacy. Titus, you are the lead as Harry Bosch, and Michael, you wrote the novels that inspired this series. Titus, what do you enjoy most about working on this series and playing Harry Bosch?
Well, the character is a very complex character, so as an actor, it pushes me into a lot of different directions, and it's tremendous sustenance artistically and intellectually, and so that's very rewarding. But it's also the group of people, my collaborative relationship with Michael and Tom Bernardo and Eric Overmyer and Henrik Basson. This really was, we became this sort of giant creative circus of a family. And that experience, it's not always the case. and we were very, very fortunate to have that. And so that I miss that. I mean, I can say that I've done a lot of other work in the past that I've thoroughly enjoyed. The series format, it's a grind. It's a lot of hours, and it's very, very hard work. But I can say completely truthfully that I went to work with a smile on my face every day in the anticipation of working with this group of people.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, Michael, Bosch became one of the longest running franchise on Prime Video. How did your novels get picked up to be the Bosch TV series? And what was it like to see your written work come to life in this show?
Well, it's kind of interesting. I'm definitely benefiting, or I have benefited from the major pivot and the dawn of the streaming age. Bosch was the first 1-hour drama that Prime did. And the thing that most people don't know is that when Amazon came to me and said, let's do this, they said something that's not often said to writers in Hollywood, especially book writers. They said that we want you to come with us on this project. We want you there. A lot of times the history is that writers get patted on the head and they say, go back and write another book and we'll take it from here. That wasn't what happened. And so it's been an amazing 12 years where I've been involved in this. I've written episodes, I've been in the writing room, I've been on set. And so I'm an old dog, I'm 68 years old. So to have this happen in the last 10, 12 years has really, I think, changed my life, re-energized me as a creator of stories, and it's just been a fabulous ride, mostly because of this guy next to me and what he's done with this character and taken it to heart and soul and created this character, Harry Bosch.
So, Titus, when thinking about your next future projects and roles, do you have any specific genres or character types that you hope to be a part of or portray in the near future?
I nothing specific, just meaning that I don't limit myself, as an actor to any specific kind of character or genre. I'm just sort of looking to see what comes down the pike, and also Mike and I will work together on future projects, and I'm just want to see what comes. I'm an actor, so it's all about what's presented before me.
And Michael, do you have any directors in mind that you would like to work with if another of your novels were to have a film or a TV adaptation?
Sure. I mean, I kind of was, before this show, I was really a neophyte when it came to the whole Hollywood stuff, TV and movies and so forth. I'd had a couple movies made off of my books, but I wasn't involved in them. So this was the first involvement I had, and over the 10 years, we've had some amazing directors come with us, and and then we would bring them back. And so the hope is that we'll get to do that again, and that we'll, as Titus says, we're not finished our collaboration. I'm sure there'll be something in the future, and hopefully we'll bring some of those directors. Patrick Cady comes to mind. He was a guy who was really involved in setting the look of the Bosch show, which is, pretty unique in television, and I think one of the things that led to our success. So yeah, you get comfortable with people, and you know what they can do, and you want to get back and do stuff with them.
Well, I know many of us fans are very happy to know that the two of you, both you, Michael and Titus, will be collaborating after the series is concluded. So that's wonderful news. Well, both of you are so amazing. It really was such a pleasure speaking with you today. Thank you so much.
Nice to speak with you as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone, be sure to watch Titus Welliver and the show inspired by Michael Connelly novels in the series Bosch Legacy on Prime Video. Michael, Titus, you guys take care.
You too.
Thank you.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.